Hey friends, welcome to Never a Day Off. My name is Kimberly and I have 5 homeschool children. And one of the number one questions that I am asked is, what curriculum do I choose? Where do I start? What do I do? And so I've decided to start a series, and today I'm very excited to share with you what I have chosen this year for my 4th grader. So let's jump right in. Before we start, I want to ask you that if you are interested in this topic or you have children of different ages and you'd like to stay tuned for the other videos that I have coming out for my other children and the books that I have chosen for them, please subscribe to the channel, and if you will hit the notification bell, it will notify you when the next video is up. Also, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. So let's jump right in. The biggest advice I would give you is to remember that the publishing companies are in the business of making money. So the more that they can sell you or convince you that you need, the more money they make. You can spend as much money as you want to, but you don't need to. So I'd like to give you a little advice in that department. As a homeschooling mom of 14 years, you do not need everything that they offer you. So let me start with our Bible curriculum. This is brand new to us this year, and I'm really excited about it. So in the past, I've chosen a different Bible curriculum for each of my children that they work on separately. But this year I'm going to try something new, and we're going to do Bible as a group at the table. So this curriculum is from Apologia, and they have family Bible courses. Now this is the parents' book right here. This will last a complete year. And you sit down together, and in the front of the teacher book, it has a lesson plan for, I believe it's 3 days a week, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But in the student book, it has a curriculum guide for 5 days a week. So you can choose either one, whatever works best for your family. So they have 2 options. They have a notebook for, I think this is ages 9 through 14. It has words to define, word searches, questions to answer about the passage that you're studying. It's designed for ages 9 through 14. And then they also have, and this is what my 4th grader is going to use, a junior notebook journal. It's just a little more simplified than the other, and it does have some word searches and some coloring pages, and here's some words to know right here. So I'm going to see how I like this, and I'll keep you updated, but I'm really excited about doing this group family Bible study. They have 3 other units. They have Who is God, Who am I, Who is my neighbor, and the last one is What is my place in this world, or something like that. So the idea is when you finish those 4 Bible studies, you would start over at the first one again, and then your child is 4 years older, and they would be moved up into the older notebook selection. So that is the Bible curriculum that I have chosen for our family. But here is the 4th grade notebook journal junior. With my 4th grader this year, I am not going to do spelling like we did last year, and I am not going to do penmanship. My 4th grader has excellent penmanship, and his spelling skills are fantastic. So we're going to skip those for this year and worry about some other subjects. So let's move on to reading. I have decided in reading this year to not follow a formal curriculum. The curriculums that I've used in the past use small short stories, and I really want to cultivate and encourage a love of just diving into a good story to the point where you have to read the next chapter. You can't put it down. That's the kind of readers that I want in my house. And so I have just chosen a few chapter books, I guess you'd call them, that are appropriate for a 4th grader that I think he'll be really excited about. and I'll give you a few of them. I have, let's see, Because of Winn-Dixie, The Mouse with a Question Mark Tail, The Wild Robot, Charlotte's Web, The Trumpet of the Swan. If you have some others that you think would be great for fourth graders, please comment down below, because if we finish this list before the end of our fourth grade year, we're going to add to it. So that's what we're going to do for reading for our fourth grade year. Next is math. Teaching textbooks. There are not enough good things that I could say about teaching textbooks. It is fantastic. So teaching textbooks begins in the 3rd grade, and they go all the way up to the higher level maths. They have Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, Pre-Calculus. It's fantastic. Now I have the older version that has the CD-ROMs that go into the computer. They have an online version now, but I already owned these, so I don't see any point in paying for the subscription service if I already have the CDs in my hand. So the way this works is they log into their lesson, they view the lesson, and then the instructor takes them through some sample problems, and then they have a quiz every day with about 20 to 25 problems. Some things I like about this curriculum is that the sample problems and the quizzes will offer a hint on how to get started on the problem if the student requests it. However, the parent can log in under the parent profile and opt out of this so that the child cannot ask for a hint. Another option that they offer is that if they miss a problem on the quiz, they get one do-over, so they can try again on it. But you can also disable this feature as the parent if you desire. It grades the work, it keeps the grade book. It is just fantastic. You can go on their website, teachingtextbooks.com, and view sample lessons. I highly recommend this for math. It is fantastic. So our next fourth grade subject is language. For language, I use Abeka. Now this is one of those areas where I do not purchase everything that they suggest I do. I feel very strong in my language skills, and so I tend not to purchase all the teacher's editions and helps that they suggest that I do. So I just have the student textbook, which they write in, and then I have, this is the quizzes and the tests. So I don't order the teacher's editions for this. I just grade them myself. Usually the lessons are 1 to 2 pages. In the blue box at the top, it has whatever the new topic is for the day, and then I'll go over the first 2 problems of each section, and then they have to finish the rest of the section on their own, and then I will check it as they're done. And then it lets you know exactly when the quizzes and the tests are supposed to be. It says at the top of each page what page it correlates with. And so this is one of those areas where I don't purchase everything that they suggest. Now let's talk about history. So I shared with you at the beginning of the video that you don't want to purchase more than you need to get started. But this is one of those subjects where I had to go back and add something that I had not purchased. For history, I have chosen Abeka. This is the student text. I had ordered this, and I had ordered the quizzes and tests. And we got started with the subject. This was with my first child. And we would read a section and we would answer the review questions. And then we would read another section and we would answer those review questions. And then we'd get to the end of the chapter and do the chapter review. And then I would pass out the test. And I'm looking at the test, and there's a bunch of things on there that we did not cover in that chapter. So I said, what did I miss? So I went back to the catalog and I ordered the curriculum guide, and it showed me what I was missing. So in history and in science also, they have some things at the back of the book that they teach as they go along. For example, map skills, geography facts, continent facts, landforms. And I was just missing that because I had not checked out the back of the book. They also have some things that they memorize. For example, the preamble to the Constitution or the Gettysburg Address. And so I just missed that. And when I ordered the curriculum guide, which was only about $16, it was like a light bulb went off, and I was like, well, I did need that. So, but don't buy more than you need. You'll figure it out as you go. So I also ordered, when I ordered that new curriculum guide, I ordered the teacher's key for the quizzes and the tests. That way I could just check those tests quickly, and I didn't have to read the whole history chapter to be able to grade a quiz. So that just made my life with 5 children a little bit easier. I also ordered the map studies that went along with the lessons in the back of the book that I had been missing. So I had the same issue with science. This is Abeka Science, 4th grade. I had ordered the student textbook, and I had ordered the quizzes and tests. And again, I got started, and it was the same issue as I had with history. I went back and I ordered the curriculum guide, which was only about $16, and it really cleared it up. So for those 2 subjects specifically, I highly suggest, because that's money worth it right there. Then I also ordered the teacher key for the quizzes and tests for science, and I also ordered this activity book, which went along with the lessons. There's just some labeling activities that they suggest to go along with their lessons. So we covered Bible, we covered reading and math, language, history, and science. And so that is what my 4th grader is going to do for this year. If you have any questions about the publishing companies that I have chosen, and yes, I do want you to notice that I am not using the same publishing company for the whole list of subjects. I'm using Apologia for Bible, I'm using teaching textbooks for math, I'm using my own book choices for reading, I'm using Abeka for language, history, and science. And that is okay, to choose a different publishing company for each subject. Please know how your child learns. That will help you in your selection. Order samples, view samples online, then you don't even have to order them. They even have sample lessons online. You can spend as much money as you want to, and they will gladly take it from you. But you don't need to spend that much. And in fact, there's a ton of free resources or cheap resources online, and don't be afraid to check those out. So please like, subscribe, thumbs up, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you next time. Next time we're going to talk about what I've chosen for my 7th grader, and I'm really excited to show you that too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.